Good day, viewers. Welcome to another episode of Amazing Maths Problems. Today's problem is about the sum of reciprocal of a divisor, as you can see there. So the problem says compute the sum of the divisors of 3,600. Okay, so first of all, how do we go about this problem? So first of all, we illustrate how this problem can be solved generally, like by anybody. So the sum of reciprocal of divisors is going to be all the divisors of 3,600. So first of all, we know that one is always the universal divisor loss. Of course, two has to be in that divisor loss. It's also divisible by 3. So you go on and on to the final divisor, which is the number itself. So imagine that you are going to do this normally using normal, solving it just the normal way we know how to solve math. It's really going to be complicated, right? But like we always said, anytime you are solving a complex problem, try and solve a smaller example. So let's look at a smaller example. So here is the example we want to solve. Okay, I always like to work with 6. I don't know, maybe that's just for me. So 1 over d will be 1 over 1 plus divisors of 6. We have 2, we have 3, and we have 6. So this is easy for anyone to do. So now the LCM is 6. 6 divided by 1, that is 6, plus 6 divided by 2, that is 3, plus 6 divided by 3, that is 2, plus 6 divided by 6, that is 1. So now, which is the sum of, which can also be written as 1 plus 2 plus 3 plus 6 divided by 6. So which is the same as 1 plus 2 plus 3 plus 6 is 12, and 12 divided by 6 is 2. So now, solving this problem, what is your observation? You observe that the numerator of the sum of the fraction is the sum of divisor. So that means that we can now actually see that you can try other ones. So let me try one more example so that it won't be like it's a coincidence or it just happens that way. So let's try the one that is the power of a prime. So let's say sum of divisors of 8. So let's check. So remember, we are not, our goal is not to prove you. Our goal is just to help you to solve maths in a very fun and amazing way. So 1 plus 1 plus 1 plus another divisor of 8 is 2 plus, so you just sum over 1 over 4 plus 1 over 8, which is going to give you SCM is 8. So you have 8 divided by 1 is 8 times 1, 8 plus you have 4 plus you have 2 plus 1. So 1 plus 2 plus 4 plus 8 divided by 8 will give you 1 plus 2 is 3, 3 plus 4 is 7, 7 plus 8 is 15. So that's 15 over 8. So you can actually see that it's actually not a coincidence. So from here, we cannot generalize. Of course, there's a proof for that, but with these few examples we've done, so it's apparent for us to know that if you find the sum of the divisors of a number n, then the reciprocal of the divisor, sorry. So the reciprocal of the divisor will become the sum of the divisors. So sum of the divisors of n over what? The number itself that we are looking at, which is what? N. So this is a nice formula that we just arrive at. Of course, there are rigorous proof in number theory, but our focus is not to bore you guys with so many proof, but just to give you guys straightforward, simple, fun, fun-loving, knowing mathematics. So now, if we apply it to this problem, so that means the sum of the divisors of, so let's go and see the number, 3,600. So 3,600 is going to over, so the sum of the reciprocal of the divisor is going to be the sum of all the divisors that divide 3,600 over the number itself, which is 3,600. Okay, so now the sum of divisor itself, if we want to list out all the divisors of 3600, first of all, how many divisors does 3600 have? Let's see all the possible divisors. Because you can now see that the problem will now be to tackle with the numerator, which is so it's actually much, because 3600, let's factorize it, is the same as 36 times 100, and 36 is 6 raised to power 2 times 10 is 100 is 10 raised to power 2. So 6 is 2 times 3 all raised to power 2 multiplied by 10 is 2 times 5 raised to power 2. So this is going to be 2 raised to power 2 times 3 raised to power 2 times 2 raised to power 2 times 5 raised to power 2, which is going to become 2 raised to power 4 multiplied by 3 raised to power 2 times 5 raised to power 2. Remember, there's a way we find the number of divisors. So if you find how many divisors this will be, there is a function, I don't know the Greek word to call it. So the number of divisors in 3600 is, all these divisors will range from 0 to 4. So that will be 1 plus 4. That will give us a row in the, so this is more like a cube, not a table. Then the other one will be from 0 to 2. That's 1 plus 2. So we have 3 column or whatever you want to call it. So 3, 5 length, the length of the cube is 5. Let's say the breadth is 3, and the other part will be 0 to 2, which is also 1 plus 2. So which is, let's say, the height. So this is 5 times 3 times 3. 5 times 3 is 5 times 3 is 15. 15 times 3 is 45. So we have 45 divisors. So even though we found a nice way to solve this problem, the problem we still have is the numerator. How do we find the sum of divisors? So let's go back to the smaller problem we solved. So we got 1 plus 2. So we got the sum of divisors of 6 to be 1 plus 2 plus 3 plus 6. Okay, which we can actually factor out. So when you factor this out, you have 1 plus 2 plus 3 will be factored out. 3 and 6 is common, so this is 1 plus 2 again. So which will give us 1 plus 3 into 1 plus 2, sorry. So let's arrange it in order. 1 plus 2 times 1 plus 3. Okay, so take note of this. So when so sum of divisor in number theory, there is a function they call sum of division function. So let me just write it here. So sum of divisor of n is given by this sigma of n. So sigma of 6 is that, right? Let's know what sigma of 10 will be. That's when we're dealing with 10. So this, sorry, dealing with 8, not 10 now. So because 8 is just powers of 2. So we have 1 plus 2 plus 4 plus 8, which is the same as. So looking at this, of course, you want to factor out. But if you look at this very well, of course, if you factor out 4, it doesn't make sense to say, okay, you want to have something like 1 plus 2. And then let's say something like this. Let's say, okay, let's just look at it like this. Just, sorry. Yeah. So which can be uh, 1 plus 2 times 1 plus 4. Okay, something like that. But the general idea is this. Because if you try more examples, you will see. So let's try one more example. Let's say divisors of 10. Sum of divisors of 10 is 1 plus 2 plus, sorry, I'm saying 2. So 1 plus 10 is 1, 5, and 10, right? 1, 5, and 10. We can try more examples to see actually how the function will be derived. So 1 plus 5 plus 10 will be the same as, so you can factor out 5. So this is going to be 1 plus, coming. Sorry, I've missed out one number. 2. Okay, so 1 plus 2 plus 5 plus 10. So you must make sure that you get all the number of divisors, and you can use your number of divisors to know count if you have actually arrived at the whole number. So you do this, so this will be 1 plus 2 plus 5 into bracket 1 plus 2. If you factor out, which will give you 1 plus 2 into 1 plus 5. Okay, so you observe that because one key thing about number theory is ability to work with prime factorization. Now, 6 is, if you prime factorize 6 is 2 times 3. If you prime factorize 8, 8 is just a power of 2. So that's 2 raised to the power of 3. If you prime factorize 10 is 2 times 5. Now, what do you observe? When it is 6, which is prime factorization of 2 and 3, the sum of the divisor is 1 plus 2 times 1 plus 3. When it is 8, the sum of the divisor is 1 plus 2. We can even write this as power. 1 plus 2 raised by 1 plus 2 raised by 2 plus 2 raised by 3, right? When it is 10, we got 1 plus 2 and 1 plus 5. So this actually tells us that something is going on. So it is more like if you are finding the sum of the divisors of a number, once you can prime factorize the number, then the sum of the divisor is the product of the primes, the sum of the primes ascending from 1 to the highest possible value. So now that means that let's go to our, what they call it, the number we are given. Okay, so the number is 2 raised by 4, 3 raised by 2, 5 raised by 2. So similarly, it means the sum of the divisor for 3600 will now be, so that will be 1 plus 2 plus 2 raised by 2, that's 2 square, plus, so I think it's up to 2 square. So the power is going to end at 2. For 3, let's check for 3. So that's, yes, up to 4. 2 raised by 4, yeah. So for 3 is 2 and 2. So let's go back to 3. Okay, no, we're not done yet. So we add more to it. So plus 2 raised by 3 plus 2 raised by 4. Yeah, so this is what is going to be multiplied by 1 plus 3 plus 3 raised by 2, multiplied by 1 plus 5 plus 5 raised by 2. So that is the sum of the divisor that we wish to find. Now, do you remember something about geometric progression? A geometric term or geometric sequence is a sequence in which to get the next term, you simply multiply by a common ratio. And there is a formula for the sum of geometric progression. So the sum, let's say f of n is given by, if you can remember, a into bracket rn minus 1 over what r minus 1. This is when r is greater than 1. So we can actually bring in this formula to make things even more easier for us. So what is the sum of, so what we're now saying that instead of using just adding this 1 plus 2 using the normal way to add it, so we can just use our GP formula, series of GP, sum of GP. So our A is 2, our R is common ratio, so our R is also 2. Our N is the number of terms we have. We have 5 terms here, minus 1 divided by 2 minus 1 will give you 2 times 2 raised by 5 is 2 raised by 5 is 32, right? So 32 minus 1 is 31 over 1. So this answer here is 62. Let's confirm. So 1 plus 2. So I want to check that now. So check 1 plus 2 plus 8 plus 16, right? 1 plus 2 is 3. 3 plus uh, 3 plus 4 is 7. 7 plus 8 is 15. 15 plus 16. Sorry, there should be a mistake somewhere. 31. Okay, so where's the mistake? So A is 1. That's where the mistake is. The first, oh yeah, A is 1. So that's where our mistake is. A is the first term. So sorry about this. So this is 31. Okay, good. So that's for that. So it's actually true. Now let's check for the other one. So we've got the first one. So for the other one, we have 1 plus 3 plus 2 raised by 2, which is also going to be A is 1. Common ratio is 3. How many terms do we have? We have 3 terms minus 1 over 3 minus 1, which is going to be 3 raised by 3 is 27. 27 minus 1 is 26. So 26 divided by 2 is going to be 13. The last one is uh, 1 plus 5 plus 5 raised by 2, which is 1 into bracket 5 raised by 3 minus 1 over 5 minus 1, which is 1, 2, 4 divided by 4, and that is 31, right? So the sum of divisors of um, the sum of divisors of over 3,600. All right, so that is the answer to this question. So kindly like this video, subscribe, share it to get more amazing videos concerning all this problem. Thank you very much. God bless you.